A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All praise due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and peace and blessings upon the beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. My dear brothers and sisters, it is indeed an honor, privilege and pleasure to be with you once again, to be reading the Quran in English from the translation by the late great eminent scholar Abdullah Yusuf. We are on Surah Hud, Surah number 11. Inshallah, I intend to read Surah Hud today, and then separate recording of Surah Yusuf. So Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Alif Lam Ra. This is a book with the verses basic or fundamental of established meaning, further explained in detail from one who is wise and well acquainted with all things. It teaches that you should worship none but Allah. Say, truly, I am sent unto you from Him to warn and to bring good news, and to preach thus: seek you the forgiveness of your Lord, and turn to Him in repentance, that He may grant you enjoyment good and true, for a term appointed, and bestow His abounding grace on all who abound in a merit. But if you turn away, then I fear for you the penalty of a great day. To Allah is your return, and He has power over all things. Behold, they fold up their hearts that they may lie hid from Him. Even when they cover themselves with their garments, He knows what they conceal and what they reveal, for He knows well the inmost secrets of the hearts. There is no moving creature on earth, but its sustenance depends on Allah. He knows the time and place of its definite abode and its temporary deposit. All is in a clear record. He it is who created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, and His throne was over the waters, that He might try you, which of you is best in conduct. But if you were to say to them, you shall indeed be raised up after death, the unbelievers would be sure to say, this is but nothing but obvious sorcery. If we delay the penalty for them for a definite term, they are sure to say, what keeps it back? On the day it actually reaches them, nothing will turn it away from them, and they will be completely encircled by that which they used to mock at. If we give man a taste of mercy from ourselves and then withdraw it from him, behold, he is in despair and falls into blasphemy. But if we give him the taste of our favours after adversity has touched him, he is sure to say, all evil has departed from me. Behold, he falls into exultation and pride. Not so do those who show patience and constancy and work righteousness. For them is forgiveness of sins and a great reward. Perchance you may feel the inclination to give up a part of what is revealed unto you, and your heart feels straitened lest they say, why is not a treasure sent down unto him, or why does not an angel come down with him? But you are there only to warn. It is Allah that arranges all affairs. Oh, they may say, He forged it. Say, bring you then to 10 surahs forged like unto it, and call to your aid whomsoever ye can other than Allah, if you speak the truth. If then they, your false gods, answer not your call, know you that this revelation is sent down full with the knowledge of Allah, and that there is no God but He. Will you even then submit to Islam? Those who desire the life of the present and its glitter, to them we shall pay the price of their deeds therein without any reduction. They are those for whom there is nothing in the hereafter but the fire. Vain are the designs they frame therein, and of no effect are the deeds that they do. Can they be like those who accept a clear sign from their Lord, and whom a witness from himself does teach, as did the book of Moses before it, a guide and a mercy? They believe therein, but those of the sects that reject it, the fire will be their promised meeting place. Be not then in doubt thereon, for it is the truth from your Lord, yet many among men do not believe. Who does more wrong than those who invent a lie against Allah? They will be turned back to the presence of their Lord, and the witnesses will say, these are the ones who lied against their Lord. Behold, the curse of Allah is on those who do wrong, those who would hinder men from the path of Allah and would seek in it something crooked. These were they who denied the hereafter. They will in no wise frustrate his design on earth, nor have they protectors besides Allah. Their penalty will be doubled. They lost the power to hear, and they did not see. They are the ones who have lost their own souls, and the fancies they invented have left them in the lurch. Without a doubt, these are the very ones who will lose most in the hereafter. But those who believe and work righteousness and humble themselves before their Lord, they will be companions of the garden to dwell therein forever. These two kinds of men may be compared to the blind and deaf, and those who can see and hear well. Are they equal when compared? Will you not then take heed? We sent Noah to his people with a mission. I have come to you with a clear warning that you serve none but Allah. Truly, I do fear for you the punishment of a grievous day. But the chiefs of the unbelievers among his people said, we see in you nothing but a man like ourselves, nor do we see that any follow you but the poorest among us, in judgment immature, nor do we see in you all any merit above us. In fact, we think you are liars. He said, O my people, see you, if it be that I have a clear sign from my Lord, and that he has sent mercy unto me from his own presence, but that the mercy has been obscured from your sights, shall we compel you to accept it when you are averse to it? And O my people, I ask you for no wealth in return. My reward is from none but Allah. But I will not drive away in contempt those who believe, for truly they are to meet their Lord. And you, I see, are the ignorant ones. And O my people, who would help me against Allah if I drove them away? Will you not then take heed? I tell you not that with me are the treasures of Allah, nor do I know what is hidden, nor claim I to be an angel, nor yet do I say of those whom your eyes do despise that Allah will not grant them all that is good. Allah knows best what is in their souls. I should, if I did, indeed be a wrongdoer. They said, O Noah, you have disputed with us, and much have you prolonged the dispute with us. Now bring upon us what you threaten us with, if you speak the truth. He said, truly, Allah will bring it on you if he wills, and then you will not be able to frustrate it. Of no profit will be my counsel to you, much as I desire to give you good counsel, if it be that Allah wills to leave you astray. He is your Lord, and to him will you return. Or do they say, he has forged it? Say, if I had forged it, on me were my sin, and I am free of the sins of which you are guilty. It was revealed to Noah, none of your people will believe except those who have believed already. So grieve no longer over their evil deeds, but construct an ark under our eyes and our inspiration, and address me no further on behalf of those who are in sin, for they are about to be overwhelmed in the flood. Forthwith he starts constructing the ark. Every time that the chiefs of his people passed by him, they threw ridicule on him. He said, If you ridicule us now, we in our turn can look down on you with ridicule likewise. But soon will you know who it is on whom will descend a penalty that will cover them with shame, on whom will be unloosed a penalty lasting. At length, behold, there came our command, and the fountains of the earth gushed forth. We said, embark therein of each kind, 2 male and female, and your family, except those against whom the word has already gone forth, and the believers. But only a few believed with him. So he said, embark you on the ark in the name of Allah, whether it move or be at rest. For my Lord is, be sure, of forgiving, most merciful. So the ark floated with them on the waves, towering like mountains. And Noah called out to his son, who had separated himself from the rest, O my son, embark with us, and be not with the unbelievers. The son replied, I will betake myself to some mountains. It will save me from the water. Noah said, this day, nothing can save from the command of Allah any but those on whom he has mercy. And the waves came between them, and the son was among those overwhelmed in the flood. Then the word went forth, O earth, swallow up your water, and O sky, withhold your rain. And the water abated, the matter was ended. The ark rested on Mount Judy, and the word went forth, away with those who do wrong. And Noah called upon his Lord and said, O my Lord, surely my son is of my family, and your promise true, and you are the justest of judges. He said, O Noah, he is not of your family, for his conduct is unrighteous. So ask not of me that of which you have no knowledge. I give you counsel, lest you become one of the ignorance. Noah said, O my Lord, I do seek refuge with you from asking you for that of which I have no knowledge. And unless you forgive me and have mercy on me, I should indeed be lost. The word came back, O Noah, come down from the ark with peace from us and blessing on you and on some of the peoples who will spring from those with you. But there will be other peoples to whom we shall grant their pleasures for a time, but in the end will be a grievous penalty. Will a grievous penalty reach them from us? Such are some of the stories of the unseen, which we have revealed unto you. Before this neither you nor your people knew them. So persevere patiently, for the end is for those who are righteous. To the Ad people we sent Hud, one of their own brethren. He said, O my people, worship Allah. You have no other God but him. Your other gods you do nothing but invent. O my people, I ask of you no reward for this message. My reward is from none but him who created me. Will you not then understand? And O my people, ask forgiveness of your Lord and turn to him in repentance. He will send you the skies pouring abundant rain and add strength to your strength, so turn you not back in sin. They said, O Hud, no clear sign have you brought us, and we are not the ones to desert our gods on your word, nor shall we believe in you. We say nothing but that perhaps some of our gods may have seized you with stupidity. He said, I call to witness, and do you bear witness, that I am free from the sin of ascribing to him other gods as partners. So scheme your worst against me, all of you, and give me no respite. I put my trust in Allah, my Lord and your Lord. There is not a moving creature, but he has grasp of its forelock. Truly, it is my Lord that is on a straight path. If you turn away, I at least have conveyed the message with which I was sent to you. My Lord will make another people to succeed you, and you will not harm him in the least, for my Lord has care and watch over all things. So when our decree issued, we saved Hud and those who believed with him. By special grace from ourselves, we saved them from a severe penalty. Such were the Ad people. They rejected the signs of the Lord and cherisher, disobeyed his messengers, and followed the command of every powerful, stubborn transgressor. And they were pursued by a curse in this life, and on the day of judgment. Behold, for the Ad rejected their Lord and cherisher. Behold, removed from sight were Ad, the people of Hud. To the Thamud people we sent Saleh, one of their own brethren. He said, "O my people, worship Allah. You have no other God but him. It is he who has produced you from the earth and settled you therein. Then ask forgiveness of him and turn to him in repentance, for my Lord is always near, ready to answer." They said, "Oh, Saleh, you have been of us, a centre of our hopes hitherto. Do you now forbid us the worship of what our fathers worshipped? But we are really in suspicious, disquieting doubt as to that which you invite us." He said, "Oh, my people, do you see? If I have a clear sign from my Lord, and he has sent mercy unto me from himself, who then can help me against Allah if I were to disobey him? What then would you add to my portion but eternal damnation? And O my people, this she-camel of Allah is a symbol to you. Leave her to feed on Allah's free earth and inflict no harm on her, or a swift penalty will seize you." But they did hamstring her. So he said, "Enjoy yourselves in your homes for 3 days, but then will be your ruin. Behold, there is a promise, a promise not to be belied." When our decree issued, we saved Saleh and those who believed with him by special grace from ourselves and from the shame of that day. For your Lord, he is the strong one and able to enforce his will. The mighty blast overtook the wrongdoers, and they lay prostrate in their homes before the morning, as if they had never dwelt and flourished there. Behold, for the Thamud rejected their Lord and cherisher. Behold, removed from sight were the Thamud. There came our messengers to Abraham with glad tidings. They said, "Peace." He answered, "Peace," and hastened to entertain them with a roasted calf. But when he saw their hands went not towards the meal, he felt some mistrust of them and conceived a fear of them. They said, "Fear not. We've been sent against the people of Lut." And his wife was standing there, and she laughed. "But we gave her good news of Isaac, and after him Jacob." She said, "Alas for me! Shall I bear a child, seeing I am an old woman, and my husband here is an old man? That would indeed be a wonderful thing." They said, "Do you wonder at Allah's decree? The grace of Allah and his blessings on you, O you people of the house, for he is indeed worthy of all praise, full of all glory." When fear had passed from the mind of Abraham and the good news had reached him, he began to plead with us for Lut's people. For Abraham was without doubt forbearing of faults, compassionate, and given to look to Allah. O Abraham, seek not this. The decree of your Lord has gone forth. For them there comes a penalty that cannot be turned back. When our messengers came to Lut, he was grieved on their account and felt himself powerless to protect them. He said, "This is a distressful day." And his people came rushing towards him, and they had been long in the habit of practicing abominations. He said, "O my people, here are my daughters. They are purer for you if you marry. Now fear Allah and cover me not with shame about my guests. Is there not among you a single right-minded man? They said, well, do you know? We have no need of your daughters. Indeed, you know quite well what we want, he said. Would that I had power to suppress you, or that I could betake myself to some powerful support. The messenger said, oh, Lut, we are messengers from your Lord. By no means shall they reach you. Now travel with your family while yet a part of the night remains, and let not any of you look back. But your wife will remain behind. To her will happen what happens to the people. Morning is their time appointed. Is not the morning near? When our order issued, we turned the cities upside down and rained down on them brimstones hard as baked clay, spread layer on layer, marked as from your Lord, nor are they ever far from those who do wrong. To the Madian people we sent Shuaib, one of their own brethren. He said, O my people, worship Allah. You have no other God but him. And give not short measure or weight. I see you in prosperity, but I fear for you the penalty of a day that will compass you all round. And O my people, give just measure and weight. Nor withhold from the people the things that are their due. Commit not evil in the land with intent to do mischief. That which is left you by Allah is best for you, if you but believed. But I am not set over you to keep watch. They said, O Shuaib, does your religion of prayer command you that we leave off the worship which our fathers practiced, or that we leave off doing what we like with our property? Truly, you are the one that forbears with faults and is right-minded. He said, O my people, see you whether I have a clear sign from my Lord, and he has given me sustenance pure and good as from himself. I wish not, in opposition to you, to do that which I forbid you to do. I only desire your betterment to the best of my power. And my success in my task can only come from Allah. In him I trust, and unto him I look. And O my people, let not my descent from you cause you to sin, lest you suffer a fate similar to that of the people of Noah, or of Hud, or of Saleh. Nor are the people of Lut far off from you. But ask forgiveness of your Lord, and turn to him in repentance. For my Lord is indeed full of mercy and loving kindness. They said, O Shuaib, much of what you say we do not understand. In fact, amongst us we see that you have no strength. Were it not for your family, we should certainly have stoned you. For you have among us no great position. He said, O my people, is then my family of more consideration with you than Allah? For you cast him away behind your backs with contempt. But truly, my Lord encompasses on all sides all that you do. And O my people, do whatever you can. I will do my part. Soon will you know who it is on whom descends the penalty of shame, and who is a liar. And watch you, for I too am watching with you. When our decree issued, we saved Shuaib and those who believed with him by special mercy from ourselves. But the mighty blast did seize the wrongdoers, and they lay prostrate in their homes by the morning, as if they had never dwelt and flourished there. Ah, behold, how the Madian were removed from sight, as were removed the Thamud. And we sent Moses with our clear signs and an authority clear unto Pharaoh and his chiefs. But they followed the command of Pharaoh, and the command of Pharaoh was not rightly guided. He will go before his people on the day of judgment and lead them into the fire as cattle are led to water. But woeful indeed will be the place to which they are led. And they are followed by a curse in this life and on the day of judgment. And woeful is the gift which shall be given unto them. These are some of the stories of communities which we relate unto you. Of them some are standing, and some have been mown down by the sickle of time. It was not we that wronged them. They wronged their own souls. The deities other than Allah whom they invoked profit them not a tiny bit when there issued the decree of your Lord, nor did they add anything to their lot but eternal damnation. Such is the penalty of your Lord when he chastises communities in the midst of their wrong. Grievous indeed and severe is his chastisement. And that is a sign for those who fear the penalty of the hereafter. That is a day for which mankind will be gathered together. That will be a day of testimony. Nor shall we delay it but for a term appointed. The day it arrives, no soul shall speak except by his leave of those gathered. Some will be wretched and some will be blessed. Those who are wretched shall be in the fire. There will be for them therein nothing but the heaving of sighs and sobs. They will dwell therein for all the time that the heavens and the earth endure, except as your Lord wills. For your Lord is the sure accomplisher of what he plans. And those who are blessed shall be in the garden. They will dwell therein for all the time that the heavens and the earth endure, except as your Lord wills, a gift without break. Be not then in doubt as to what these men worship. They worship nothing but what their fathers worshipped before them. But verily we shall pay them back in full their portion without the least abatement. We certainly gave the book to Moses, but differences arose therein. Had it not been that a word had gone forth from your Lord, the matter would have been decided between them, but they are in suspicious doubt concerning it. And of a surety, to all will your Lord pay back in full the recompense of their deeds, for he knows well all that they do. Therefore, stand firm in the straight path as you are commanded. You and those who are with you turn unto Allah, and transgress not from the path, for he sees well all that you do. And incline not to those who do wrong, or the fire will seize you. And you have no protectors other than Allah, nor shall you be held. And establish regular prayers at the two ends of the day and at the approaches of the night. For those things that are good, remove those that are evil. Be that the word of remembrance to those who remember their Lord. And be steadfast in patience, for truly Allah will not suffer the reward of the righteous to perish. Why were there not among the generations before you persons possessed of balanced good sense, prohibiting men from mischief in the earth, except a few among them whom we saved from harm, but the wrongdoers pursued the enjoyment of the good things of life which were given them, and persisted in sin. Nor would your Lord be the one to destroy communities for a single wrongdoing, if its members were likely to mend. If your Lord had so willed, he could have made mankind one people, but they will not cease to dispute, except those on whom your Lord has bestowed his mercy, and for this did he create them, and the word of your Lord shall be fulfilled. I will fill hell with jinns and men all together. All that we relate to you of the stories of the messengers, with it we make firm your heart. In them there comes to you the truth, as well as an exhortation and a message of remembrance to those who believe. Say to those who do not believe, do whatever you can. We shall do our part and wait you. We too shall wait. To Allah do belong the unseen secrets of the heavens and the earth. And to him goes back every affair for decision. Then worship him and put your trust in him, and your Lord is not unmindful of all that you do. Sadaqallah Azim. That's the end of Surah Hud. Inshallah, I'll be reading Surah Yusuf next, recorded separately. I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives me if I've read anything wrong or said anything wrong. And I ask you also, my dear brothers and sisters, to forgive me if I've read anything wrong, said anything wrong. Remember me in your du'as, but more importantly, do not neglect to read the Quran, your salah, your prayers, and to read the Quran with a view to understanding it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increases in piety, increases our knowledge of deen and dunya, and to do good. See you shortly, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.